The Grateful Dead.
Welcome tonight to Tim Sundog right here in Madison on WIU Cable Channel 4. This is a special edition of Sundog. We got on the line. Why don't you just say his name, Tom? It sounds better if it comes from you.
Justin Kreutzmann.
And who is he?
The son of Bill Kreutzmann.
Yeah, the son of a Grateful Dad. And he's online now with us, and it's for real, and it's no BS. So let's take it away, Magic Pancake Maker. Justin, it's good to have you here, and we're really happy to have you on our show. You don't know how much it means to us.
Well, you lied to me. I thought I was calling a pizza place.
Oh, no. Don't start this, Justin. I'm nervous enough as it is. Anyway, Justin was actually the son of Billy. I don't know, did your dad like to be called Bill or Billy?
Well, when he was younger, they called him Bill the drummer because there were so many Bills around at the time, and then through the 70s, I guess he was sort of Billy to everyone, amongst other names which are probably unmentionable. And now he's called William, you know, more distinguished, you know. My first name is William, but I never use it, so no one ever calls me William or Billy either, so.
Okay. We're going to go to like the beginning of something, Justin. You're in the Grateful Dead family album book with a picture of your dad.
Uh-huh.
You looking so splendor sitting there.
Yeah, I'm familiar with some of that book.
Yeah, that picture there, what year was that taken?
You got, there's a few of them in there. Do you mean the one where my sister and I and my dad? Or is it just,
Yeah, it's with the three of you. It's,
yeah, that was...
towards the end of the book.
Yeah, no, let's see. That was the same day they were taking the photo shoot with Bob Dylan. That same backdrop. So that was in the dark. So that must have been March '87 at the. It used to be called the Oakland Auditorium, but now it's called the Kaiser.
Uh-huh. So that was you, your dad,
and my older sister.
So that was your older sister.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm glad I didn't say nothing different than that.
Oh, that's all right.
Thanks for bringing that to my attention.
Well, when you hear the phone click, then you know you've offended me. You know, when you hear the dial tone, then that's a pretty good sign that the interview's over.
So what was it like growing up with a Grateful Dad and all the gang?
I don't know how to compare it. I get asked that sort of like the number one question with a bullet.
Yeah.
I don't have any other life to really compare it to. So to me, it was normal, but it was great.
Yeah.
I mean, it still is great. But I mean, I don't know, just going to shows and hanging out with crazy old hippies was just sort of just seemed natural to me. And you know, it's the people you got to meet was really one of the things that I remember most fondly, and just the weird experiences that only you and that small group of people went through together and could really understand. That you know, you'll never really be able to describe it unless somebody was there, that kind of stuff. And just like, you know, anybody who has good friends growing up, and you have your tight group of people, and just so happens they were in a band. And, you know, they allowed me to sort of tag along. When I was born, there wasn't a lot of kids, and so the band was young enough that they sort of let me just, you know, hang out with them as I was growing up instead of kind of, you know, see, there was no kids room as, you know, the 80s generation got to do, because I know I kind of find that elitist, so.
So there was no situation as a green room on stage with like 350,000 deadheads up in front, right?
Yeah, well, you know, it's like, you know, you'd walk out on stage and the roadie or somebody's mother would come get you, and, you know, because you didn't really notice that there was an audience. You were more just like, you know, hanging out with the people playing music, and I don't think I, you know, really put it together until one of my teachers in school brought me some newspaper articles, and I kind of made the connection that those people that I'd known for the first few years of my life were actually, you know, people cared about them.
You said you talked, well, your latest video from like 8 years ago was done, well, actually it was done in 1992, am I correct? Backstage pass, all access areas and all that good stuff?
Yeah, that was we did that in 92.
Now you said we, Justin, can you tell me the people that was in that with you?
Well, you know, obviously the band, and it was produced by Jillian Grisman, who's David Grisman's daughter.
See, now that's information I didn't know.
Yeah, she produced a couple things. We had done a video called The Thrill Is Gone before that, but no, I mean, you know, Bob Braylove did the sound collage. He's the guy who did Infrared Roses, and he did all the onstage monitors, and we released it through GDM as, you know, one of our first in-house videos that we did. And I don't know, I thought it came out pretty good. It was sort of grew from a very small project into a home videotape, and just kind of typical Grateful Dead, just kind of invented itself as it went along. It didn't really, what you see there is definitely not what we had started out to do. And I mean that in all the best ways.
Whose thought process was this? Whose idea was this? Where did it originate from? Whose mind?
Well, it originated to do an animated piece for Infrared Roses. And what we then decided to do is to get funding, because it's very expensive, as everyone knows, to do a computer animation for 3 or 4 minutes continuously. We sort of built a piece around it, and I wanted to use a lot of old home movie stuff, and basically stuff that we had and didn't have to pay for, that was in the vault. And I thought people, sometimes sacrificing quality for substance, because, it's just home movies, a lot of which was shot by Garcia in like 63 and 64, Pigpen, and them hanging out in Palo Alto when they were still a jug band, and kind of putting that together, and that's how we got Hard to Handle. We used the audio from the April show '71. There was multi-track. They were recording that live Grateful Dead record with Bertha, the one that has Bertha on it. It's called Grateful Dead.
That's one of
I guess
Tom's
people know it as
favorites.
Skull and Roses. And so we had a lot of multi-tracks, and so that had a big star by it, so I picked Hard to Handle. And Brent had just died, unfortunately, right around that same time. So I figured if we have Pigpen, we might as well, use a Brent tune. So that's how it wasn't really started out to be like a keyboard tribute album. It just sort of built into it. And my dad Mickey gave us a new track, and Les, Weir, and Garcia did She Belongs to Me.
She got everything she needs. She's an artist. She don't look back. She got everything she needs. She's an artist. She don't look back. She can take the dark out of the nighttime and paint the daytime black. You'll start out standing, proud to steal her anything she sees. You'll start out standing, proud to steal her anything she sees. You'll wind up peeking through a keyhole down upon your knees.
On the graphics